So I got that error, F3, E2, and you can't open it. And that's it. Everything would continue to burn. You can't, well, you can turn it off, but that's it. It's locked until it cools down. So that's what I'm dealing with my Whirlpool Accubake electric in-wall oven. It is set up like a regular standard oven, but it is definitely broken. So I researched this error. I'm going to research it again. I think it deals with temperature sensor. And if it's a temperature sensor, I can see it. I just need to find a part and replace it. Everything gets burnt. And yeah. Forgive myself and my little daughter here. Anyhow, yeah, so that's what I'm gonna look into. So it's a couple days later on after receiving the part, so we're gonna attempt installing it. Here is my electric oven, and this is the part we want to replace. This has been in here for a long time, so I'm going to just spray a little bit of blaster to kind of open it up. Yeah, you gonna help me? Yeah. So after PB blasting and a week later, I was able to remove the screws. I cut off the power, so as you can see the lights are out, and then they say you have to gently guide it out. So hopefully I can get to the clip, and there it is. I just need to get it out somewhere, and there we go. I didn't take off the oven door, so I am doing my best to clip it. Oops. Okay, so the problem with this replacement is that this is the female, and that's a female. I need the male piece. As you can see, this is a male piece. So that would slide into this. Oh boy. Alright, let me see if I can find the part again. Alright, so we got a new part in, and this time I made sure it had the right male connector, because that's what the old one has. And if you look at them side by side, they're pretty much about the same. So I'm gonna plug in the new one and let's see how it goes. Also, the new one was what, $13 on Amazon as well, and the Whirlpool part from Whirlpool was actually $99, so it went up from $75 from what I initially got the price as. Maybe it was a discount they were offering me to purchase it within that 21 days, and since I didn't, it went back to its default price. So $13 plus tax versus $99 plus tax. Yeah, you don't know where I go. All right, so where we left off, I taped it up. Let me get some light in here. But I taped it up so it didn't fall back into the system. I already turned off the lights, or I should say I turned off the breaker, so there's no light in here. All right, let's get this thing connected. All right, so now that we have everything set up, I'm going to remove the tape that is holding this in place, or maybe I should switch the light to this side so that we can see it clear. All right. Unwrap the tape. Revealing the clip. I'm gonna try not to pull on this too much because we don't want it to break. And I use painter's tape to kind of keep it out there. I'll probably have to go cut it off. I'll leave it like that so it doesn't fall back into the system. Where did I put the new one? Here we got the new one, and it's only one way in, so let's just slide it in, and that should be it. Now let's get rid of the tape. Wow, this painter's tape is on there. Clicked, and you can see that it's fully seated. Get you a little bit closer. You can see that it's fully seated. And let's slide it back in slow. It's back there. And on this one, the holes line up perfectly. I'm gonna put a little bit of dielectric grease on there, just a smidgen, so that things don't get stuck again coming back out. Replacing it wasn't very costly if we are buying them on Amazon compared to, but if you're seeing yourself going through a lot of them, I would suggest probably buying the $100 one from Whirlpool. So I'll give you guys an update in a couple months. I've seen some feedback where people are saying that they last for 6 months, but 6 months is not very long, but it's not very short. So that's the installation. I'll crank it back on and we see what we get on the display. All right, so it's back on, and as you can see, it's detected the new temperature sensor and it's displaying the time on the lock. I should have taken a video of when I took out the sensor that was malfunctioning, or just the sensor being detached with it being just taped, and you would see that it said F3, but I forgot to take a picture. Anyway, let's test it out. And there it is. Everything connected. The new one is connected. Here's the old one. And we're gonna test it out. I'm gonna remove my flashlight. Yeah. So how this error comes about is when you preheat, it's fine, but when you set it to bake, then that's where it triggers the F3. So now I'm gonna unlock it. Lock is off. I am going to choose bake. It's going to preheat to 350. Actually, let's go to 400 and start the preheat. I don't know if you can see that. It's preheating. It's gonna take 8 minutes, so I'll come back when it's at a few seconds to finish, and then we're gonna switch it to bake. All right, we're back. We have a few seconds left on the oven preheat, and hoping all goes well. I'm excited because that means I can go back to baking. I should say, my wife can start making some cookies again. And I can probably start doing some baking. But the other thing was, without the oven, we had to default to the toaster oven, and sometimes some things don't fit in there. So anyhow, count down with me. 3, 2, 1, 0. All right. No F3 errors, so that is awesome. All right, I'm gonna give it about a minute, and just to make sure that it doesn't trigger after the fact. So currently it is baking. It's on bake mode and it's preheated to 400 degrees and not the default 350. So that was one of the things I wanted to make sure was correct. And then all I have to do now is go back and update the time. And let's turn on the oven light. Oven light works. And that's it. Looks like it's working. Whew, I can feel that heat. Nice. Alright, so the main reason why I needed this fixed, or why I went this route, because we called several different appliance technicians and they said they don't work on in-wall units. And that was a big blow, because if we had to go replace this, we'd have to cut the counter out just to replace it and replace the cooktop at the same time. And that's a lot of money. So if you're getting this error, F3 error on yours, and it's an electric oven, Whirlpool, I'd say call Whirlpool just to verify the part on your electric oven, and see if, let them give you the part number, Google the part number, and save some money. Google it, and then go on Amazon and see if there's a replacement part on there. And at a fraction of the cost of the OEM, you can get your oven back up and running. It has been over 2 months that the oven has been out of commission, and now it's back, and I'm back at getting me some cookies. Cookies. No more excuses. Trader House! Still running. If you have any comments, you don't know it, go hit me up in the comment section. If you want a link to the part, I'll link it in the description. And thanks for watching. Give me a like. All right, see you in the next one. Peace.